What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a design like this. It's really simple, but I think it looks really clean. So let's get into it. So first off, since I'm designing for Instagram primarily, we're going to create a new file, and we're going to create it in Instagram portrait size. You can make it landscape if you want as well. You can make it for whatever size you want, but I'm really only going to put this on Instagram, so I'll just make it an Instagram portrait size. So create it like that, blank canvas here. So we're going to start off with getting our person. So find a nice high quality photograph. I'm not really going to go in depth into how to cut people out. There are a lot of tutorials out there. I'll just go through it really quickly without explaining too much. So find your person, kind of align them, size them the way you want it. Go over here, quick selection. Make sure you got the plus on. Click select subject with the layer, the photo layer selected. It'll think for a little bit, and it's going to select stuff. You got a lot of other people in there. It's not going to do great, but if it's just one person, it should do pretty well. So you can hold down Alt if you're on a PC. I don't know what it is on the Mac. Just switch to the minus. You could just click on the minus as well, and just minus out everything. You probably won't be able to get it perfect if there's a lot of stuff going on in there. Like, see, it's going to do some weird stuff, but get it as close as you can. Just go through it real quickly, get what you can. Some people like to mask things. I just Control C, Control V. That's just how I like to do it. And then I'm going to go through and erase everything. I've got a drawing tablet. It was like $100. It's not very expensive in comparison to other photography and design stuff. So it makes it really easy to just go through here. I can switch the size of my brush and I can just go through and erase everything. A lot more precise than a mouse would be or a trackpad. So I think that's a really good investment. So yeah. So just erase everything, get your cutout. Oops. So I'm just going to drag in the cutout from over here just to speed up the process a little bit. So here's my cutout. It's looking pretty nice. Another thing you should always do right off the bat is a filter camera raw. It already has it on there, so I'm not going to finish this or anything. But just focus on the contrast, exposure, highlights. I usually bring highlights up, shadows down, whites up, blacks down, textures up, clarity up, dehaze up. Don't worry if it looks a little like this looks kind of bad. Don't worry about it. You can always fix it later. But you should always do that with every photo you use. And then I always like to go into filter sharpen. That's just going to sharpen things up because your photo will probably be at least a little bit blurry. Like now it's all messed up, but the sharpen, it'll just make things pop. So next up, we're going to create a background. So I'm going to go down here to this little circle, and we're going to do a gradient. So just click on this. I'm going to do radial. You could do whatever you want. For this one, radial is what I was looking for, just because I wanted to get the red, white, and blue for Team USA. So I just did really harsh red, a really basic blue. You can sample stuff off of your person and do whatever you want. So we got that, and then I'm just going to scale it so it's mostly red. And I like that. I could reverse it, I guess. I didn't like that as much. So I think this is looking all right. So we'll just click OK, put it behind your person. So we got this right here. Next up, let's get some text in there. So this guy's name is Clayton Murphy. So I'm going to do Clayton. You can do whatever. The inspiration I got this from was a Nike poster. So I guess we can do that. Let's just do something else. So I'm just going to do just do it. Just it. Cool. So you can put obviously whatever you want. This is the font I'm using, Gunter's. I think it's nice. I'm not sure if it's free. Can't remember where I got it. So I'm going to align these, vertically. This is almost too chunky, actually. That looks better to me. So I'm going to slap this behind my photo. So I could even go bigger. So I kind of like that. Maybe space it out a little bit more. I think that looks okay. And honestly, this one might not be the best text to go with it just because it's a little bit too hidden for my liking. But for the tutorial, this is just what I'm going to go with. So I've got my text behind, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to duplicate layer. So just whatever. It's a copy. So I'm going to put it in front, and I'm going to drag the fill to 0. Okay. And I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to go to stroke. And you can do inside, outside, or center on this. Doesn't matter a whole lot. I think inside just looks better because can't zoom in, but it's just going to line up better with the text. I just think it looks better. So you can change the size to whatever you want. If you want it bigger or smaller. I liked 4 pixels. Thought that looked good. So I'm going to click OK. And you could leave it like this. Okay. It doesn't look terrible. But if you're going with a bigger stroke or something, I don't know. This actually looks okay, but it can kind of mess with the outside text, because you're overlaying it, so that's another reason to do inside. But if for some reason it is messing with your outside text, like, I don't know, it's not doing it with this one, but it was doing it with this sized font. You can just do Alt click. And now this text only appears over the layer. So that's going to help. And that's where the alignment issues start. And I've got it inside, so it's going to align correctly, obviously. But if you had it outside here, it would kind of go on the outside of this text. But that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else that's really cool that I want to show off here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really simple, really easy. You can put in some shadows. I'll just do that real quick. Let's see, let's just do a shadow, just black circle. I'll just do a really simple one just for whatever. We'll just put it like this. So I'll put it like that. Make it look realistic. Obviously, this is not realistic for what he's doing. The shadow would be more angled. Running is a little bit harder. I've got 2 really light ones. I don't even know if I like that, honestly. I could live without them. But on like a basketball player or something, it might look good to have these. So you've got this black ellipse. I'm going to do a filter. Blur. Gaussian blur. Whatever. And then you're just going to blur the hell out of it. Whatever you think looks good. I kind of like to err towards the too harsh of a shadow to start. You can always change it, and then you can mess with the opacity a little bit. Might be able to mess with the blending modes to make it look better. But, that's how you do an easy shadow like that. I got cut off there. Make sure you don't put it on the edge like that. That's my mistake. But, that's a really easy shadow right there. You could also have drawn it in with a brush, black, and then just make it pretty big. I'm doing the brackets, make it bigger and smaller. And then just make it pretty light and turn the hardness to 0. And then you could brush on a shadow as well. That's pretty easy as well. So, both those, easy. And that's how you do it. So hopefully this tutorial was helpful. If there are any designs out there you want to learn how to make, toss them in the comments. If this helps you out, like and subscribe. You can comment down below or send me what you do with this. So thanks for watching, and have fun creating.